Whoa. Tired of living broke, so before I sleep, I pray.
Y'all, welcome to another episode of Travelers and Kool-Aid. It's your boy, Titus Early making baby. This is, the classic podcast where we get to know the human behind the art. And whatever art that might be.
I have no idea.
And we didn't even cut to you yet. That's what's funny. Whatever art it might be, we celebrate it. Because guess what? God got this big old world, and it's just a big old mural. Everything you do is art. That's my opinion. Anyway, the guest we got with us today is a complete idiot, and I love him. He's this
That was rude. Take it back. A hot idiot. Give me a hot idiot.
A hot idiot.
Okay, I'll go with
One
that.
of the most beautiful idiots you ever gonna meet in your life.
Nice.
Very talented. This nigga do everything. Like, for real. When I say everything, I mean
white.
Literally everything. Anyway, he's a homie of mine, Troy Osterberg. What up, baby?
Wait, can we do accents?
You kind of have a punchable face.
Really?
A little bit.
Wow, I kind of like that.
I know it came in hot, but when I was doing that, it made me think of that.
That's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me, by the way.
But not
so thank
punchable.
you.
I think it's out of jealousy. You know what I mean? Like, people
How
are
about
like, oh.
slap? Like you want to slap.
It's
slap
like,
me
I think
around.
people are like, oh, of course this guy. You know what I mean? Have you ever gone to auditions and there's that guy? You probably are that guy for people.
No, because I like staying in my lane.
No.
No, I like to stay in my lane.
He's that guy. If he doesn't know, if there's no guy, he's the guy that we speak of when you walk in.
You want to complain right now, right off the rip? I'm pissed off I don't have Kool-Aid or crab legs in front of me, all right? I think this is a fraud of a show. You are a fraud of a person.
Let me tell you something. I agree, because I need to do like a mukbang crab leg episode, because I go ham.
The fact that I wasn't invited for that episode.
No, it hasn't happened yet.
I know, I'm just saying,
Oh.
like, you should have thought about this.
No. We've thought about it, but guess what? I ain't eating nobody's free crab legs or Kool-Aid. What we doing is getting some endorsements, because I'm not about to post for your brand for free.
Let me get this straight. So you're not paying me for this?
No. But
hey guys, anyways, thanks so much for watching Crab Legs and Kool-Aids. We'll see you next week.
wait, not Kool-Aids with an S. Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Anyway, y'all, I'm joking. This is a homie of mine. He does not have a punchable face. But
What's up?
Interesting thing is I kind of naturally went into this topic. It's not a direction I had set to go, whatever.
Mhm.
But there really is that person. Now, we're talking entertainment actor world.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
I thought we were still on the whole punching in the face.
no. I was joking about that.
Really?
You're honestly one of the sweetest human beings. Like,
You don't have to apologize.
no,
could care
I
less.
didn't apologize.
You just said
I said
apologize,
honestly, sweetest human
Roll
being.
back the tape.
Did I say sorry?
Yeah.
No. Why would I apologize? I'm not intimidated by you. I'm not scared. I don't have to apologize.
It's just gonna be us throwing jabs at each other.
I love
it. 60 minutes of just
60
like
minutes of this.
verbal
Anyway,
abuse.
but in the industry, bro, like, I'm really talking to y'all because he already know, but there's people that you're like pinned up against. And this ain't even supposed to be an industry podcast. This is just on my heart to say right now. And this is wild that you really walk in a room and you see that person, you're like, damn. Like, whether they book more than you or they're more attractive in your eyes than you, like, it's like, dang, like, why you gotta be here? Like, you really gonna get this job too? Like, I know you book over me every time. I have that person and I know who he is. I can say his name.
What's his name?
He a homie. Well, he's not a homie.
What's his
We
name?
know each other in passing. His name's Keith.
Keith what?
I don't remember his last name.
Dun, dun,
Keith.
dun.
Keith.
Okay.
My Instagram buddy, Keith. When he sees this, he's gonna be like, damn, you dropping my name like that? But it's in celebration because you're dope, fire,
Yeah.
attractive, jacked.
All publicity
talented.
is great publicity.
Anyway, but you beat me almost every time. It's great. Do you have anybody like that?
You just have to be better.
Did you have anybody like that other than like Zac Efron, who you were clearly
I never went
not
up
in
against
reach of?
Zac Efron.
Yeah, because you weren't good enough.
Yeah, there was one kid who I'd always see, and he was from he's in the show All American. Who's the white kid?
Oh, him.
All
That
American.
is a good pinup for you.
Dude, I was
Like
going
a-
up. I was pretty high up in All Americans,
Mhm.
like, audition process.
Ooh.
And then he kind of came in, and I swear I killed it. Like, I fucking killed this audition.
That's a good.
And I leave the room, and I'm feeling like on cloud nine.
Mhm.
Then I walk out, and I see him, and I'm like, come on, man, you just wrapped up a show. Like,
Okay, so
give
example.
the little guys a chance once in
Okay,
a while.
so let's run it back to when he was like,
Yeah.
I don't have that. I don't know what that is. No, I don't know. Him, he's yours.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I saw him a couple times when it really, what?
I leaned forward. That means I was into it. You see what
Yeah.
happened?
Trust me, you'll be leaning forward a lot
Okay.
this whole episode. I'm very interesting. I'm a very interesting person. I don't know why you're like kicking back, like, oh yeah, okay, we just got Troy on here.
He's so gross, but you love him. Okay, go ahead. But anyway, you do remember his name? If you watch All American, you know who we're talking about.
Cody something.
Cody, it is Cody something. But that's wild.
Yeah.
So have you run into him multiple times, or was it specifically that audition?
A couple times. And listen, if you ever like saw him and was like, oh, do you know Troy? He wouldn't know who I was.
I don't think Keith really knows me. We follow each other on
Yeah.
Instagram, but he don't know me. Like, he ain't gonna be like,
okay.
actually, no, he would know my name because how many Tituses, but he doesn't like, he won't be like, yeah, my boy.
Sure.
He'd be like, "Oh yeah, I seen
He'd
him."
be like, "Oh yeah, that piece of shit."
Pretty much.
Okay, cool.
Cody Christian.
Cody Christian.
Dope dude. Never met him.
Yeah.
Sorry, that reminds me. On The Rookie, Nathan Fillion used to always say, he would talk about his mom. He would go, "God rest her soul. She's not dead." That just reminded me of that. Dope dude. Never met him. Anyway, I like to start each episode
Okay.
with a quote. Let's slow it down a little bit because I came in hot.
I was just gonna say, do you always talk this
No,
fast
this is
on
for you.
podcasts? Are you nervous?
Maybe.
Do I make you nervous?
No, you make me.
Let's talk about it.
You make me
Let's talk about it.
feel. I do think you think you're better than me. But I know.
That's so bad to say. Why would you say that?
Well, because I know you're not. But I just wanted to be honest because it's not like. No, I'm just kidding. That's not.
All these people are gonna think I'm a jerk off.
I'm joking, y'all. Seriously, clearly we're friends. All right, like this. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, I just got my hair cut before this, so if it
But do
doesn't
you
look
see
good,
why?
just let me know.
Do you see why? Because he pivoted to that
For
and
your
this is why-
podcast. This is your podcast.
But I got my hair cut today.
I
and
spent
this is why I roast him.
$120 on crab legs and Kool-Aid.
Thank you.
I think that's a really nice
120?
thing. Yeah.
Is that like typical for white people? Like dead ass?
Sometimes it gets like 150.
'Cause we-
That's if you're going to like the bougie ass.
Because we
spot.
peaking at like 40 to 60 for a fade.
I know, but you got like hair where you just and
Fair
you call
enough.
it a day. But fades actually no,
Fades are tricky.
Yeah,
a
those are
good
tricky.
fade. But
Okay.
120? You in Beverly Hills somewhere, ain't you?
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go to this quote because I'm
go
gonna dive
for it.
into your life in a little bit
Okay.
because I'm fascinated. There's a lot of questions I've never asked you.
I was gonna say, do you have
Yeah,
a lot of questions?
I
lined
do.
up?
But the quote is, and I want you to tell me how it affects you, if it applies to your life at all.
Love it.
It's kind of long, so I'll read it twice because I know you need it. A truth passes through 3 stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident. Beautiful quote. This is by Abraham Maslow. Once again, a truth passes through 3 stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident. Now, if you need me to run it down what I think first, then so be it. But do you have something right off the bat?
You thought about this, so you could start then.
Yeah, I did think about this. I find this to be true in 2 very strong ways that are apparent to my life. I'm about to get deep on you.
Okay, talk to me.
God. Let me tell you why. Because God and career, specifically music, which we can both identify with. God, because think about it, okay? Like whether you're a believer or not,
Yeah.
the order of operations typically is first, it's ridiculed, where it's like, even if, let's say I'm on my own personal journey, I'll speak for myself, where it's like, nah, I don't know about the whole God thing, ridicule, boom. Then something happens in your life, whether it be something tragic as 9/11,
Sure.
and then everybody's gathering together praying for everybody. Great. So then it is ridicule, violently opposed, and then it's being self-evident as if it's always been the answer. Great. So when I say God, I think about it being opposed, ridiculed. Was that the order?
And then accepted.
Ridiculed, opposed, and accepted. So
Yeah.
it's like ridiculed, and everybody hates God, and everybody da-da-da, but as soon as you need it, it's there. And
Mhm.
everybody's like, kumbaya,
Mhm.
pray for the world. When just a second ago, you was heavy in atheism or whatever that is,
Mhm.
heavy in not believing. So that's the God side for me. Then I'm like, oh, interesting. Music side.
That was a great example, by the way.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't top that. That's a great example.
Yeah, you probably can't. Music side is, quite honestly, let's think of a dope artist. Like my buddy brought this up earlier, Doechii. I don't know if you're familiar with Doechii.
Mm-mm.
She's the one. Yo, what's that Doechii song? The one that blew up in the summer. Come on, Courtney, help me out over there with the phone. Dang, Courtney, you're supposed to be on.
I
this, bro.
don't know who. Why
You
don't
do,
you just
you do,
use
you
like,
do, you do, you
like
do.
a Justin Bieber or
No,
something?
no,
like
no,
that?
no,
Everybody-
no, no, no.
Okay.
Doechii's better.
Okay. Doechie's better.
Oh, what it is, ho? What's up? Yeah, great, her.
Yeah. Okay.
So she has a new album out that's killing it. Boom, boom, boom. She's doing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And she's had a few hits. Anyway, because Justin Bieber is a bad example because he's kind of been accepted in general.
He's kind of okay.
He
okay.
had opposition.
Okay.
But anyway, so for Doechii, for example, ridiculed. Is that the order? I keep forgetting the order.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculed, yes.
Yeah.
So people didn't get it. For
Yeah.
example, let's take Doja Cat. Everybody knows Doja Cat.
Sure.
She had a song about a cow on YouTube that people was roasting for the longest time.
Sure.
She had a song called Tia and Tamara. People were roasting, making fun of her, ridiculed. Then
Okay.
people were like, no, she don't know what she's doing, opposed. And then when somebody green lights you, if another artist is like,
Yeah.
yo, Doja
This
go
is
hard,
sick. Yeah.
then all of a sudden y'all are like, yo, Tia and Tamara, that cow song is sick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Yeah.
what? One, before I keep rambling, has that shown up in your life anywhere where somebody's like, hate it, then all of a sudden you blow up on TikTok and now you team Troy?
Sure. Sure.
Elaborate, please.
That's you kind of just like helped segue me into that.
Yeah.
That's how like social media is though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we could use that as an example. I hate talking about it though. Like I hate talking about social media. I'd rather talk about other things, but I feel like this is something a lot of people can relate to. So we'll get into it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. When you start on social media, let's say you have like 100 followers. People are like, dude, look at this guy, like thinking he's some huge like influencer, right? You continue, you start to grow.
Yeah.
Then you have your first viral video. Then you have another, then you have another. And then you go from 100 to, I don't know, let's say like 20,000, 40,000, 50,000, somewhere in that kind of realm of things. And people are like, oh, he has a little bit of movement going on.
Yeah.
And then you go from 50,000 to 100,000 or 200,000, you know, so forth to 1 million. Now everyone's like riding with you after they ridiculed you. Then what was the second one?
Yes, it's ridiculed, opposed, and then accepted as being self-evident.
So yeah, definitely have been there. Ridiculed for just like trying to start it out. But I love that ASAP Rocky quote where he's like, since when has it become cool not to try?
You see me? Right.
You know what I mean?
Like who are you to tell me not to?
Yeah.
And why is it cool that I'm you're hating on me for trying?
Yeah.
Is wild.
Yeah. That's when you like stitch this in when he's like, you're hating on them for trying. He's like, what do you mean, you fucking loser? You know, like
oh, like the sound bite?
Yeah, no, he meant it to like the people that are hating on others for trying. That's what it is. It's ASAP Rocky saying like, since when has it become cool not to try?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And then he's like calling the people that are hating losers for hating. No, it's not a
Sorry.
It wasn't a joke. Anyways, definitely had a fair share of like friends.
I witnessed that. I remember witnessing your come up, if you will. Like I remember
Which, by the way, I'm like really not that cool. Like I just hit it at the right time. If we're on a spade,
okay.
like
Whatever.
I got into TikTok at the right time. I found something that worked for me, and it literally I just exploited it. Like I just ran with it, which as you should, and that's why. Well, I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's the only reason Titus asked me on his podcast.
No, it's absolute factor. Absolutely. Same reason why if you have a resume, they might book you over the other guy, right?
100%.
But it's like, obviously, you having a following and being boring would equal no curiosity, right? So I'm like, because there's tons of creators that are boring.
Yeah.
Like they do their thing and they're boring. I have no desire whatsoever. Anyway, but it's crazy how you downplay that because the humble side of you shines beautifully. But the reality is that's hard to do. Like the amount of people that try to start a niche and hit it at the right time on accident, like that you threw that away, but that's like a feat. And I remember watching like people around us watch you be on the come up. Like I remember people saying like the same little shady stuff like, oh, I guess he's doing like this little TikTok thing, or like, oh, he's like hanging out with TikTok people now. Like that, not really shading you, but just noticing what was happening.
Yeah.
Because you have a beautiful circle of people around you. I'm not saying they was talking.
No, I get it.
But like the questioning of it all, like, what he doing? Like, oh, he's trying to be he TikToking, like he with TikTokers. Yeah. And it was like, but now that you popping off, now they're all like, yo, so
dude, the only thing I hate about it is when people discredit the work that you put into it. Like, bro, when I was giving like so the whole like my whole like TikTok career, if you will, it like started out with the trends as everyone does. And then it started out with like the whole acting thing, right? And then from there, I started like opening my mouth and like talking about dating advice. I have no idea why. I really don't know why. I'm not a therapist. Like, kind of. And that's like why I stopped because I had so many people coming to me being like, Troy, like, what do I do in this situation? My boyfriend or my husband is doing this. He's doing X, Y, Z. And I'm like, babe, I don't know. I'm not like a licensed therapist.
People that don't know, not in offense to men, but he was speaking in defense of women for a lot of his points, right? Like kind of like letting them have an inside scoop as to what us men be kind of doing on the sly.
Sure.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah, but I put in so much work where it got to the point where I was like, bro, I was going to Barnes & Noble and buying books on relationships. And
so you can be properly studied for your TikTok.
Legit, dude. Legit.
I love that.
I had my schedule. Like I would wake up, I'd go to the same Starbucks. They'd be like, hey, Troy, how are you? And it wasn't until I went in one day and they're like, hey, I was scrolling across TikTok and you came across my For You page. And as soon as they like knew who I was like, all right, I got to go to another Starbucks now. I got to go to another coffee shop. And I just started bouncing around. I don't know why. I just didn't like them knowing for some reason.
Interesting.
Because
really you should just buy the book and leave, but you sat there and didn't buy it.
What?
You sat there and read the book?
No. I bought the damn
book. I thought you were sitting there.
You think I'm sitting inside Starbucks? No. I
just visualized like Matilda, the movie Matilda, where she just sits in the library and reads all day.
No. Yeah, no. I bought the book. I definitely bought the book.
Okay.
But I had just like a really strict posting regimen where it was like, all right, 10 o'clock a.m. post. Then I'd
Good. That's good.
Post at like 3, and I'd post at either 5 or 7, depending on the day.
And this attests to you people potentially assuming, this is going to sound like a real annoying, pretentious thing that I'm about to say, but people assuming that you're writing on looks. So it's good to hear that, because I know you won't say this for yourself, but the average person, and I say the average meaning like somebody who's not in LA that might not have connections to do cool things and post cool things, whatever.
Sure.
The middle American is probably like, oh, well, of course he's famous. Look at him. But I love that you pointed out your regimen. Like you were studying. This nigga was doing scheduled things. Yeah. You feel me? Like you was on it and it paid off. Granted, yes, maybe a few perks of a good face structure.
It doesn't hurt.
Right.
Okay. As he almost
knocked my drink over.
Titus his hammer. Anyways, back to the whole point of this entire,
circling back.
Sure. Is yes, you have a lot of people. What was the first one?
Oh, ridicule opposed.
Once I started getting a couple, more followers, which sounds so fucking shitty.
I know.
It sounds so shitty. And after this, I'm done talking about TikTok.
Yeah,
we're not talking about TikTok anymore.
That's fine.
Yeah, once people started seeing like, numbers, that's when my friends were like, oh, like, this. And I always like treated my friends well, even though they wouldn't treat me as well, knowing like what they say behind my back.
Come on, that part.
I knew everything they said. I knew I could tell you exactly what came out of whose mouth, when they said it, how they said it, what exactly it was.
I don't even want you to finish that point because I want you to pivot from there because that's actually a thing. Like, how do you pivot from that? Do we rise above and still be friends? And I'm seeing you.
Yeah.
Or do we confront it?
I'm going to stop you right now.
Yeah.
I'm
a confront type. Nigga.
As am I. I love confrontation. However, I was in such a good headspace. You just couldn't kill my vibe. Like you can literally sit there in front of me and be like, Troy, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I would sit there and I'd be like, hell yeah, I am, baby. And I just go off and start doing my own thing because I was so happy. Right. You'll never see somebody doing better than you, hating on you or shitting on you. That's literally what it is. That's literally what it is.
Say that again for the people in the back.
You will never find somebody doing better than you, hating on you.
Now, that has been so relevant in my life where I'm like, the only people coming for me typically. So
that's what it is.
Yeah.
So again, you just couldn't kill my vibe. You couldn't surf my wave. Whatever they say these days, it's like, I had nothing to say. I just wouldn't associate myself with them.
Yeah.
And then they started coming around because obviously I have other friends that they're, also friends with.
Yeah.
So when they came around, it was so funny because it got to the point where they came up to me and they brought me outside. I'll never forget. One of my friends took me outside and he was like, hey man, I just want to say like, I am so sorry for just like talking shit on you for this. I knew what he said. I just never brought it up.
You better than me.
And I sat there and I was
you
like,
let him be around?
Yeah. And I was like, you know what, man? I think all I said was like, I'm glad that you're at peace with that.
Okay.
I think that's all I said.
That's some big boy pants
stuff.
Yeah.
Because like, bro, again, I was just so happy. I was genuinely so happy. Like you couldn't kill my vibe.
Right.
So I was like, hey man, like, thank you so much. Like, I accept your apology. I said, I said, whatever his name was. Yep. I go, I never had a problem with you. That's what I said.
That's just shady enough to where you get that I'm on to you.
It's no, I love that. It's like, hey, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you're at peace with that. Yeah. I was like, I never had a problem with you. Yeah. So again, that's the whole deal. It's like, you'll never find somebody hating on you that's doing better.
Because they ain't got time. And one, they appreciate a come up. They know
they've been there. Yes. They've been there. They know the struggle. They know what it takes.
That part.
And it takes a lot of work.
Why would I knock you down if you feeling good, posting, doing your thing? Like, what do I have to say? The nigga 100%. Hustling. Hustle.
100%. Yeah.
You ain't never see me knocking you down. You feel me? I was always above you.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
That's jokes.
Titus was always above you.
By the way, he super exceeds any amount of anything I've been able to do on social media. So we all know that's false. That's a joke. Anyway, so you said that you were like happy, like on the wave, vibing.
Yeah.
But a lot of people in that position aren't happy.
Okay.
Can you maybe attest to why or what you would say?
Describe the position real quick.
The position of I'm killing it, growing fast. I'm not really worried about it because I'm on mine.
Okay, this is why. Ready? Someone who's killing it, doing really well on social, popping off, getting all these views, likes, whatever it may be, attention, is not happy because they're playing with a mask on. It's all up front. It's all a front. That's literally what it is.
That's big on social media.
And I've always, I've always just been me. And I'm very happy that I was like, hey, this is Troy. This is who I am. This is probably why I get ridiculed and shat on the most. Yeah. It's because like, I'm just me. Right? I'm just me. A lot of people, a lot of kids have just like this mask that they like have that they're dreading putting back on. And I've seen it, to film a video only to take it off when they're done after that 30 or 60 seconds. And then they're back to whatever it may be. Bro, I've seen kids online like doing lives just like, hey guys, welcome back to my live, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Step off live. Like literally like 2 feet this way, rail lines of Coke. Oh, get back on live. Yeah. And these kids are like idolizing these people. And I'm just like, wild. I'm sitting there just like, bro, what the fuck? Like you go to these TikTok parties back in the day, not anymore. Like that's when like houses were a thing. Yep. Bro, these kids were like, here I thought I was walking into like a Disney type. Like
no, even Disney kids.
See, exactly. Yeah. So like to me, it's I was happy because I knew who I was and I was just me. Like that was what I enjoyed so much. I didn't like collaborating with people. Okay. Because I just like being me. Like I felt like people were there to like.
Which I feel works in your favor. It's like, because you are the brand now.
So this episode's gonna flop. But anyways.
But I'm happy you said that. I'm happy you said that because that does give us kind of a peek. Yeah. Obviously I know stuff like that. But like that does give the average person a peek kind of behind the falsities. Made that word up. Is that a word?
Why do you think people go insane, bro?
You said what?
Why do you think people go crazy? Like after a while, like you get tired of like wearing a mask and having to be so textbook and so picture perfect, whatever it may be, you know?
And it is exhausting. I know we weren't going to lean into social media, but this is the last thing I'm going to say too. Yeah. It is exhausting to, even for me, like I'm quite naturally a pretty high energy person on and off camera, but even doing it on camera is still exhausting. And I'm being my most genuine self.
I feel that.
So it's like, imagine not being this naturally at all and being like, hey guys, like
welcome back to Disney Channel. No, I feel that. I 100%
but it's like,
feel
that's
that
so exhausting.
Because it's something where it's
on.
It's just like an entertainer's like what it is mentally. Again, it's like sure physical. You could be like, oh, I'm kind of tired, whatever. But mentally, it's exhausting because you're having to like you said, stay on. But you're thinking about what you're saying, how it can be perceived. At least this is for me. Yeah. How people can spin it to make sure that you say it the right way, all while, because I do the same thing when I'm like on live, like an Instagram live or a TikTok live, is like you have a couple hundred people in there and you're just like filtering through questions. I got so fucking good at it, not to like toot my own horn, where like I know when to respond to certain things, how to play certain things. If the chat starts going in like a negative way, how to like bring it back, how to keep
your little raunchy fans be trying to get you out of your clothes.
People are funny sometimes. People are interesting.
He spun that. You see how that was well trained. People are interesting.
People are nice. Anyways, all right.
But yeah. Next. But anyway, so thank you for elaborating on that because that is good for the people that don't know more about the industry.
I totally have my feet out. Sorry, guys. I'm just here this with like
screenshot.
Feet Finder. Brought to you by Feet Finder. They're like, yeah, we'll pay you $100,000
for that clip. Yeah. Anyway, so back to baby Troy. So where does Troy come from? Because these are things I really don't even know about you. So I'm like, I know where you're from, but I don't know.
Can I give you like the 30-second spiel? Because
you can give me whatever version you want.
Let's talk about like cool shit. Not like where I'm from. These people don't care where I'm from.
Maybe they do.
I'm from Newport Beach, California.
But stand up. You see all the Newport people standing up? You see me? Exactly. You just cut out a whole demographic. They care.
No, I'm from Newport Beach. I went to school at CDM. I'm a sports guy. I fell into this because
you can tell he's done this a lot. You see
COVID.
What industry people are?
It's just so boring. Like that's like you know.
I'm doing this for the basic people. I know
fair.
These answers, some of
them. Fair. Yeah.
Okay, so
I was an athlete. I was really good.
I didn't know you were an athlete. What'd you play?
Everything under the books.
What were you good at?
Son. Soccer and volleyball. Those were like my two bread and butters.
You didn't wrestle?
No. I wasn't into like touching guys like that.
He said he knew what joke I was trying to say.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. But my brother did.
Don't do Reed like that. But yeah, okay. Bet. So at what point in this trajectory were you like, acting? Was it because you were just in California? Or what was it first?
Did I not tell you this story either?
I don't know it. No.
Hi. All right, guys. Buckle your seatbelts and take a shot at tequila because this is going to be a boring one.
I'm about to say, it's not even going to be that good.
As I'm almost done with this whiskey Coke.
What is it called? A Dr. Coke? A Dr. Whiskey?
Diet Dr. Kelp.
Why is it kelp?
That's what we're gonna call it.
We're gonna call it a Dr. Whiskey.
Okay, 30-second
A peppery with
career specialty, whatever you want me to say.
I just want to know how you transitioned.
15 and a half.
Yeah.
My brother started taking acting lessons. I don't know why.
Oh, Reed was first.
Yeah, Reed was first. I was 15 years old, whatever. Reed was like 14.
Yeah.
He started taking acting lessons. I don't know why he did. My mom basically at 15 was like, you should start doing some modeling. So at 16, you could buy yourself a car.
Smart.
That's how it got started.
She said, use that face.
Dude, we flew up here to LA, drove, not flew from Orange County. That would be terrible, wouldn't it, dude?
As you're trying to make this humble story, my humble beginnings, we took a private jet.
We drove up here.
That's okay, it slipped.
Took headshots, whatever. And then at the time, I guess the photographer was like, why don't you just do all of it? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, why don't you do like the acting, the commercials, the print, the modeling, whatever it may be. And then, one thing kind of just led into another. And then, so be it.
No, because there's people that are on that journey that was like, how did you do it?
Yeah. My mom, my mom was like my momager. Okay, I give her a lot of credit.
Props to mom.
She, remember the
comp cards?
headshot? Yeah, comp cards, dude. Those were back in the day. Do they still do those?
No, I don't know. Everything's digital now.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still have a book from modeling.
Fair, yeah. We submitted to a whole bunch of talent agencies.
Maybe they do comp cards. Sorry, don't.
Maybe, yeah. Don't hold us to that one.
Yeah.
We don't really know.
We don't know.
Titus has had too much rum. So did that, got called overnight, signed the next day. It was all a really fast process. And I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
all right,
dope.
cool. We're signed. I didn't know if that was a hard thing to do.
Right.
I wasn't in the fucking space.
Right.
And then, sorry for my French. And then from there, yeah.
Why do people say that? Where did that derive from? It's not French. Why?
I don't know. And then it's like, hey, maybe Fouk.
Ain't no way they be Fouk.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It's like, je m'appelle Fouk.
Je m'appelle Fouk. Sorry for my French. Okay.
Yeah. I started going to auditions.
Maybe I'm a little toasty right now. I don't know.
I love that. It's getting hot.
Courtney poured it up.
Yeah, she did. Watch this.
Okay. There was this much. He did it was impressive. Watch this.
All right, here's my core memory. Here's my core memory of the whole acting. Okay, I fully transitioned, right? I'm fully into this acting realm of things. I was on the soccer team and volleyball team at high school.
Okay.
I was getting pulled out of class every day. Yep. Every day at second period. What's second period? 10 o'clock?
Yeah, that's early, yeah.
8, 9, 9, 10. Yeah, maybe 9:30ish. Mm-hmm. I'd get a text. My mom would be like, hey, you have an audition for so-and-so, or hey, you're shooting for so-and-so, or whatever. Call back for so-and-so. You know how they call you we need you in 2 hours.
Yeah,
you're like, dude, come on, man. Right. I'm in Orange County.
Right.
So there was one time I made the volleyball team, super stoked. It was a 3-day tryout. I showed up on the last day because I had auditions and stuff on both days before the tryout. And literally got picked up on the team because I was good. Not to toot my own horn. I was just athletic.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do in the entire world.
Yeah.
And the next day was our first practice. Mm-hmm. So got on the team. Next day was the first practice. But I just booked Austin and Allie. So I had to go shoot for 3 or 4 days.
Oh no.
Around that time. Yeah, around that time. So I had to go shoot with Ross. That's how I know Riker and all of them. That's how I met you. Right? Through them.
But that's crazy because I didn't know that you had done Austin and Allie. I thought that I just knew you via the movie you and Riker did.
That's right. Okay. That makes sense.
But it's crazy because that is the same family anyway, which is wild that would happen back to back. Anyway, but it equaled this friendship.
Yeah.
But that's dope. So that's how you got into acting. And where you
that's how I got into acting. Well, no, that's not how I got into acting. I did other things before that. But this was the point where I was okay, I'm fully committed. Because I shot for X amount of days, showed up to a practice 4 or 5 days late, into practice, right?
Oh, school.
Yeah, school practice. And then the coach was like, where were you? And I was like,
being a fucking star.
I was shooting a Disney show. And he was like, I remember he took me into his office and he literally gave me an ultimatum. I was in 9th grade.
This happened to me. Keep going.
Yeah. And they were he goes, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to play volleyball or you want to be an actor? And I was like, oh man, I don't know. I'm 13. Right. How old are you in 9th grade? 14?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. He's like, I'll give you the day to think about it. And I literally sat there and I was like, you know what, man? Go fuck yourself. I took off my pads and I just left it in his office and I walked out. And ever since I never looked back.
Good. I mean, good for you for knowing what you making.
Yeah, but decision. I still regret that now because I love sports so much.
That doesn't mean you got to stop. It just means it didn't look the way it was going to at that point.
I know,
but that same thing happened with me with gymnastics. My coach, literally.
I didn't know you were in gymnastics.
Yeah, my whole life until freshman year.
Okay.
Of high school, and we were it was pre-Junior Olympics. So like this was like
No way.
true gymnastics trajectory, not just like for fun, right?
Yeah.
So what'd you just do?
What did I do?
What'd you just do? You know, sometimes when you say physical stuff to another guy, they'll like look at your physique and be like, it's not giving gymnastics physique.
Why do you think I'm always judging you? Why do you think that? No one. I'm not.
Every time I put on clothes, I'm nervous.
Do you want to? Let's call a spade a spade. I literally looked at your tattoo or something like that.
I saw you look at my arm and I was like, he's looking at how small my bicep is. When I said I was a competitive gymnast, he's probably like, where? Anyway, that was my own insecurity.
Be confident. This is your show. You have your 16 episodes
I'm
in, or 20 episodes.
Okay, well,
do a
let's
backflip right now.
Let's take that out because we don't know what order we're going to air these. You might be sooner.
Do a backflip right now.
Spike a ball now.
Okay, all right. So no gymnast he is. Give me a damn ball. I'll spike the shit out of it.
Okay, anyway, so I went into my coach's office.
Yeah.
New York comes out sometimes.
I was just about to say, where the hell did that come from?
You're British sometimes.
Let's do this with an accent for the remainder of the show.
Okay.
All right.
Which one? Australian?
Yeah.
I only know how to do Australian a little bit.
I don't know how to do it, but let's just play. All right, go.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry in advance to everyone there that's listening.
That's good.
But that's not. See, that's already bad. Anyway, I went into the office and I sat there and I knew that I wanted to be in entertainment.
Sure.
My coach, like we're talking about Olympic coach, like his son just qualified for the Olympics. Like this, you know how strict sports is.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Are you really?" He was like, "The reality of you actually being a successful actor is very low. You're already on a trajectory towards your goals here. Do you realize how far-fetched what you're leaving gymnastics for is?" And my parents were sitting there. He was just having a stern talk.
No way. That's
and
crazy.
I was like, I don't know. Like, I just want to go sing and dance and act. And then he was just like, I just want you to know you're leaving your team because we have all around scores in gymnastics.
Sure.
And I was the top vault and floor for our region. So the points of Arizona, Colorado, Nevada, geography sucks. You get the point. There's like regional.
I didn't know this. This is sick.
Yeah. So my all around score helped a lot.
What's vault?
Run down thing, springboard.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so then I made the decision to leave, and he was like, okay. And thankfully, it paid off a bit.
And here you are.
A decent amount. Anyway,
but you never think about like
no.
What? Okay.
No, because I'm gonna be honest. I was at a point. The reason I was able to come to that conclusion is because I was low key at a point where I was becoming over it as I got older. Anyway, because I'd been doing it since I was in elementary school.
Sure.
So I was like, nah.
Yeah.
We couldn't move forward.
Damn.
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah.
I'm fast forwarding your story, but it's funny. I mean, it's crazy to see you now, because I've only met you obviously on the backside of all this, right?
Sure, yeah,
You're already a working actor.
Yeah.
I'm meeting a working actor. That's when we became friends. How many years ago? I'm gonna say
let's not age ourselves. Let's just say.
No, let's celebrate it. We don't say our age, but I mean, I'm cool with saying my age. But I would say, I'm gonna imagine, how long ago did you do the movie Riker? It was that year.
Bro, that was like 10 years ago, man. That was a while.
It was that year.
Maybe 8. I don't know.
I'm gonna say somewhere between 7 to 9.
Okay.
But anyway, back then, they didn't want me. Nah, hot, they all on me. Hey! Back then, we became homies.
Yeah.
And you was already working. So I've watched you transition into a business little mogul. So why, what, and where are you headed? Like, why'd you where are you now in your career journey? Are you even still acting? Are you not? Why? And then what are you headed towards?
Yeah, I'm supposed to go to London next month because we're filming a
campaign.
No, we're filming a movie in
acting side
in Essex. Yeah.
Oh, so the acting is thriving.
Yeah.
Cool.
Doing that. Speaking of which, talking about acting, did you see Noah Beck's new movie?
No.
Really?
Nah.
Damn.
I mean, that
would have been a really good clip to talk about.
No, I rock with Noah Beck, but was it decent? Uh-oh.
I want you to watch it.
No.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Anybody that they would be like, it's so good, watch it if you think it's good.
Listen, it's the first time that he's like doing a movie role, and it's like a lead role. It takes a little bit. Did you what?
The nicest way.
No, I mean this in a really nice way. No. Like I used to watch him like do his little TikTok actings, and people were like, "Oh my god, he's so good." My mom used to be like, "Oh my god, he's so good, he's so good," and I go, "Yeah, he's great," but I'm like, let's not even talk about Noah Beck. Let's talk about anyone who's doing like these acting roles on TikTok.
Yeah.
Once you throw them with an actual set,
it is different
with 20 people staring at you.
Noah Centineo had to adjust to that too, because I remember watching some of his early stuff. I was like, but then now I'm like, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
But like, same with
Beck.
No, the girl that was hanging out with Kourtney Kardashian.
Addison Rae.
Yes, Addison Rae. Like her first thing, I was like, oh, we're working on it. But then I see her, she's getting more comfortable. All of us. So I get what you're saying.
It's no hate. It's
No
just,
hate.
it takes a second to get adjusted.
Adjusted.
Yeah. You think we were like solid on our first thing?
No, I know I wasn't. They cut so many lines out of Glee. Glee was my first speaking thing ever. And
No way.
The amount of scenes that I know were cut because I know I was supposed to speak. And when I watched the episode, I wasn't speaking. They come up.
That's hilarious.
Man.
That's hilarious.
Okay, wait. So what is your brand? Because you have a brand, right?
Sure.
I'm wearing chancletas, y'all, by the way.
Using my chanclas.
Chancletas, that's the word? Sorry.
Dude, you really want to talk about brands and shit?
I want to, I'm fascinated by you do a lot of cool things.
Okay, my brand
what do you want to talk about?
I don't know, you want to talk about this, so we're going to talk about this, okay? You want to talk about stupid shit? I'll talk about stupid shit. My brand is
You put a lot of time into this. Okay.
Please, I'm speaking. Thank you so much. 1-800-LET-US-SEXT-FOR-YOU.com.
Is that real?
No, it's not
Bro,
fucking
like,
real.
What are you selling?
That'd be sick though. That'd be sick though.
What? Are we selling?
Okay, no, that was a joke. That was a joke.
That was a good.
No, I've been producing actually. Really excited.
Nigga, hold on. See, this is why it's fascinating to me because what? You've been producing.
Yeah.
You have a clothing line, correct?
Mm-hmm. Working with, yeah.
Actor.
Yeah, but that's kind of like that's there.
That's there.
I don't identify as an actor. That sounds so crazy.
I'm gonna bring it.
So 2024.
It does. It's
I'm
not.
I'm
that's
not,
actually so annoying to hear.
That is. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm just not an actor. Like I could do it, or I don't consider myself an actor. I literally just talked about this yesterday. Is like I don't consider myself an actor unless you're like really big time. You have like a crazy extensive list of.
I so strongly disagree.
You're on Glee. That's a huge thing.
But I consider myself an actor before Glee. I didn't consider myself a working actor.
Okay.
But an actor. I was in class. I went to performing arts school. I was an actor.
Okay.
I just wasn't making money.
Okay.
That means he disagrees. He just doesn't want to be controversial right now.
No.
But no. Okay. What is it in you?
Yeah.
Maybe this is a deeper question that doesn't want to either celebrate or talk about your own successes because I think they're fascinating. And you're just like, oh, no. Well, you do that with almost every topic.
I do. I don't know why.
Do you feel like you don't want to toot your own horn type energy, and because you maybe already come across as arrogant to people's assumptions, so you don't want to be like talking about yourself?
Do I come across as arrogant?
Probably to the average person, they'd probably assume that you would be arrogant because
of how I look.
Exactly. Like I would assume Margot Robbie would be like confident, but maybe she's insecure. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So anyway, do you feel like based on people's assumption potentially of you, allegedly, that you don't want to talk about yourself because you feel like it aids to their view of you?
No, because I don't really know what people assume of me.
Okay, that's good.
Kind of like why I had to ask you, like, what's your take?
No, it's good. Also, I'm happy with that answer for you.
Yeah.
So why do you not like talking about your successes?
Because I don't like to talk about them until they're like huge.
Okay, I respect that. But there's also a reality of inspiration where it's like, oh, well, it's kind of nice to see, like, to witness the come up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I watched that interview. I don't even like to call this an interview. I watched that chat, and I remember he was talking about like how hard it was in the midst.
Sure.
As opposed to like, I'm $1 billion brand, and like, you can do it. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, where, how? At what stage can I do that? Do you know what I mean?
That's actually really funny.
But anyway, it's just fascinating. Okay. So what is the clothing brand that you work with? Is that something you don't want to talk about?
No, we can talk about it.
Because if it's something you don't want to talk about, we need to cut that out.
It's just not exciting.
To you, because you live it, but it's exciting.
Okay, fair. See, I'd rather talk about like just stupid shit. You know what I mean?
Okay, so talk about the brand, and then we'll talk about stupid shit.
Okay, the brand is called Dirty Dan.
Love it. It's a fire brand. I wanted you to talk about it.
I really like it. It's like my pride and joy.
No,
it is. It's
no. Unpack this. It's my pride and joy. I don't want to talk about it. I love it so much. I put a lot of time in it. It's not important. Let's talk about something fun. It's the contradicting statement. That's so contradictory. The hypocrisy of it all. Like, what?
No. Listen, it's.
So do you care about it or not?
I do, very much so. Yeah, I have a couple of things that I like really care about, but this one's fun.
Okay, so this is talking about fun things.
Yeah, okay, fair. It's called Dirty Dan. It's very much like a white trash cowboy line.
Love it.
And
can black people wear it?
100%.
Because there was a thing a long time ago, apparently, that Tommy Hilfiger wasn't making his clothes for black people. Did you hear about that? Ages ago.
Really?
A long time ago.
I think that just sounds like
I know. It's one of those tropes, one of those annoying things that's like, oh, don't eat at Chick-fil-A type
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they started that rumor for publicity.
In the work. Because you want to know something?
Publicity.
Sorry, Cardi B, I always laugh at that because any interview you watch of Cardi B, she goes, you want to know something? She always says, you want to know something? Anyway, you want to know something?
Tell me.
Aaliyah The dope artist from back in the day used to be one of the brand ambassadors for Tommy Hilfiger. And it like came out that he apparently, allegedly, did an interview where, or whatever, that he never, I think the actual potential words were, I didn't intend for all ethnicities to wear my clothes. Like he was making it kind of, for example, if you want to call a spade, like I can almost guarantee you that Hollister ain't sitting them there with a bunch of hood niggas as models. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not that they're like, don't wear our clothes, but we have a demographic. So I'm thinking that's where it was coming from, and people kind of took it and ran with it.
As they do,
Right. But Dirty Dan is for everybody. It's just like the aesthetic is this, but you can wear it.
No, it's just a white trash cowboy line. I feel like if it's like a
but when you say
upscale,
right,
you know, like
when you say white trash, I'm like, oh, well, I don't fit in that demographic, but I can wear it.
Take out white then. It's just
trash.
like a trash cowboy line. Like we just don't give shit about it. Like it's literally like, oh, that looks pretty cool. All right, yeah, let's run it.
Love that.
You know. So yeah, no, it's really fun. And also at the same time, like if this means anything, my partner who runs it with me is black. And he's gay.
No, you're hitting all the.
And he's from London.
You sound like Disney. That's ABC. They always hitting the check marks.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay, well that answers that.
If that means anything, like
it does.
Just,
and honestly,
and I love him. He's my best friend.
That
serious. Okay, besides you, Titus.
No, we're not best friends. We're like strong acquaintances. I would say, like in the most beautiful way.
You know. That concludes this episode.
So
of Crab Legs
thank you so much for coming. No, but in all seriousness, how do you say that word?
Yeah.
Seriousness. This is a strong pivot because I have ADD and there's no transition, so I'm just going for it.
Sure.
Love life. What's Troy's type? Are you dating?
No.
That's cap.
No.
Look in the camera and say no.
This
again.
is much more fun.
Look in the camera and say no.
No, I'm not. And here's why.
Oh, I believe that. Actually.
Here's why.
Okay.
Clout.
There's so many girls that want to know this answer. So thank you for this.
Fame.
Yeah.
Power.
You want somebody with clout, fame, and power.
No. The girls want somebody with that. That's the problem.
I'm like, you trying to date up? J-Lo. Go for it.
That's the problem. I really, listen, like I love women. Like I really do. I love going out on dates.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't mean like romantically. Like I'd be a huge fan of just like taking a whole bunch of girls to like dinner and just hanging out and just being like, yeah, like not trying to get anything out of them. However,
what does that sound like when you say it? When you hear that in your head, like as you say it and listen back, what does it sound like to you?
It sounds like I have a lot of fucking girlfriends. That's what that means.
Friends that are girls?
Yeah, which means a lot of my friends used to be back in the day.
Can I tell you what it sounds like to me?
Tell me.
Player, pimp, F-boy, no shade, but just
no, because I'm not doing anything with them.
Right, but I'm just clearing the thing for you. I know you're not this person. I'm just devil's advocate.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, by you being around a lot of beautiful women, other beautiful women are attracted to that, or just want to like hang out with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Do you find yourself in a situation of misleading women often? Not purposefully, but do you find yourself in that situation of, for example, my ex would say stuff like, I don't know why so many of my guy friends end up liking me. And I'm like, you're hot and you're acting like a guy, which is like, they're a winner. Like I can watch football and like do stuff with you. Like you're a homie and you're hot. Goals. So do you find yourself in a situation where they're like, he's so sweet, he's so relatable, I have a crush on him, but like I don't think he likes me? I feel like that would happen often with you.
Sure.
Not intentionally, not like you're trying to do that, but because you get along with women and you're attractive and you also like women.
Sure.
It's common, huh?
It happens.
What's your one-liner to politely let a girl down? And you don't have to. And this is not like, I have so many options, I do this. But like, if it happens.
To like let a girl down.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, hey, I think your friend's really cute. That's a good one, isn't it? Because I'm not letting them down. Like I am, but it's not being directly at them. Ouch. It's like if someone.
I'm not even the girl, and I'm like, damn. There's no chance. That's honestly good though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride with you on that.
I think that's a good one. I think it's
actually
a good way
that's gas. Like you might have hit something. Wait.
Yeah,
that nigga just made
it's
up.
Not like
that needs to be in the dictionary under like player. You're not a player, sorry. Under like man.
I'm really
moves.
not. Like I'm really not.
It's not sounding like it, but you're not. I know.
Okay.
I roast him. Let the takeaway genuinely be that he's genuinely not. Like
yeah,
I'm
again,
playing.
that's something a fuckboy would say, I guess. Like I'm not a player. I'm not like most guys.
It's not helping his case.
It doesn't.
But anyway, the point is gas. Because when you think about that, it sounds like my first reaction was like, ouch. much. But
I think it's a good.
it is because I'm not directly saying I don't like you.
100%. Yeah.
I'm just letting you know it's not you who's of
deterrent.
interest.
Sure.
Politely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Respectfully.
Respect. That actually is mad respectfully.
Yeah.
Courtney, as a woman, would you receive that well?
No, she obviously wouldn't. But like,
she's quiet right now. She
but
ain't
like,
said nothing.
what are they supposed to say?
Exactly. But like, would you rather that or him be like, oh, I'm not personally into you? I kind of prefer the other one where it's like, I can conclude for myself that he's not into me clearly because he's my friend.
Because I feel like you're just not.
I'm kind of into that.
You're not tapping into their ego.
That's kind of that's kind of gold.
You know, you're not like, oh, I don't find you.
I don't have to. I don't have to say anything about you.
I don't fancy you, darling.
I don't fancy you, man.
Yeah. But what's your friend? Yeah, no, that means no.
She said, yeah, that's great. She said it so direct in a good way.
But it wouldn't be like a girl's like coming up to me being like, hey, what do you think about me? And then I go directly at it. It's like,
I get what you're saying.
I could tell if the conversation's leading that way,
Right.
I'd be like, yeah, like, I don't know, let's say her name's Samantha. I'd be like, hey, I think like Hannah's really cute. Like, what's going on with Hannah?
Okay.
It'd be like okay.
I'm fine. Like, what do you say? Like, I would literally just be like, oh my gosh, yeah, she's so sweet. She's so cute. And I'd be like,
hey, she's boiling inside.
Yeah.
It's like, but yeah.
Honestly,
Anyways.
not mad at that.
Yeah.
Good question. That was from producer Courtney again. That was a good question.
But unfortunately, these girls in Los Angeles, I've always been a fan. Let me rephrase that. A lot of people have always been like, oh, you can't find love in LA.
Oh, I'm one of those low key, sadly.
Okay. See, I always pushed against that. I was always like, no, not true. Like you can, you're just looking in the wrong places.
Fair.
After being here for some time, I'm not saying I don't believe that you can't find love in LA.
Yeah.
But I just know that there's a lot more, there's intent. Like people are dating with intentions, not being like happily ever after.
Exactly. I'm
You
like,
know what I
is it
mean?
not clear and true that we are in a space where people are out here for themselves in a respectful way? Where it's like, I came out here to hustle.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to climb. Typically, people are trying to climb. I'm not saying myself, but like that's the typical
you don't
agenda.
be stagnant.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how that makes me feel. Like I'm like,
I don't know. Let's just put it this way.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've been like, hey, I want to take you out. Let's go out this week. And they're like, yeah, down. Let's do it. And I'll be like, cool. Thursday, I'll pick you up at 8. I've got a spot. And I'll tell them like what to wear because I like surprises. I'm a big surprise guy. Unless they're like, I hate surprises. Then I'll like tell them like what's really good.
Okay.
Dude, come like, let's say the date's on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Come Wednesday, I'll like follow up and be like, hey, like excited to see you tomorrow kind of deal. Sometimes they'll bail like that day.
Yeah.
Or I've had it where it's like an hour before, I'm getting ready.
Hey, I'm so sorry.
And that's tough, man.
That is
That's tough. And listen, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
But there's times when I'm
That's
like,
actually so encouraging for us to know that it happens to you too.
dude, it's just a shame because it's these people out here are just not taking into consideration your time. They're not respecting that like you went out of your way to like, schedule this whole date. And maybe that's because a lot of guys don't. Yeah. Maybe that's because a lot of guys in LA like literally aren't putting in the time.
What are you
like,
saying each date? Because I'm like, okay, maybe let's not.
Wait, on the date?
Hold on. I don't know if I want to let your secrets out the bag.
No. Are we saying on the date?
On the date, because here's why I asked this, because I don't.
Ready, hold on. I got a pro tip.
A pro tip. Hit me.
I got a pro tip.
Hit me. I'm down for tips.
If they drink.
Okay.
If they drink.
We need a drinker.
I mean, not like
not like a slosher.
Abusing,
no,
but like, yeah,
like,
if they drink, and let's say it's like a Friday night or something like that, or a Saturday date.
Yeah.
I had this one day. I had a really nice time. I like to go to like fancy spots, obviously, but more for like the vibe. The food can be good.
Vibe.
I mean, hopefully the food's good, but
Absolutely.
vibe. And I went on a first date with this girl one time, and I was like, hey, what do you think? What do you say that we order 2 shots?
Okay. 2
for me, 2 for you.
Okay.
We go back to back.
Oh, that's
just
good.
rip them and just do our thing.
Because it loosens everybody up.
Bro, we got
in a beautiful way,
so
not like
hammered
in
the
way.
first 10 minutes. And then after that, I think we just sipped on wine and like we weren't talking about surface level shit.
Okay, wait. So what do you? Okay, that's already pro tip. That's great.
Fun.
That's great.
Fun one.
So what do you say? And this is genuine question because I don't like dating.
Oh,
I'm not him.
Okay.
I'm not the dude that wants to court. Oh, I'm so excited to take you out for the first time and have the same surface ass talk that we always have with every single girl, every single time to realize that you might not be into me, I might not be into you. Then I got to start all over again next week.
Yeah.
What? How do you keep it fresh? Pro tip number 2.
Okay. Obviously, it's always it's about them. It's not like you're not talking about yourself. That's boring. Everybody knows that, right? You're always putting like the questions. Right. Half the time I leave a date and they go, "Well, I barely learned anything about you."
That's good.
Yeah. And I'm like,
about you,
time to go for number 2, you know?
I have to go date.
But what's always fun is if you do shit like this and you're like asking surface level questions, whatever, I just say shit that like is so far from the truth. It's crazy.
Wait,
She's
hold
like,
on.
oh, so what do you
Not
do?
like you're a liar, but like for fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
she knows I'm lying.
Okay, good.
Eventually, like right off the rip, you have to play it so it's more funny.
Oh, that's fair.
But she's like, what do you do for a living? Who wants to know, like, oh, I develop apps or I work with the brand, you know?
People like knowing.
Sure, but how much
Yeah.
more fun and how much more of a conversation is it if you're like, oh, I produce porn for Backdoor Sluts 1, 2, and 3.
Not you
sit
having
there.
the website, the ready.
Oh yeah, it's a full sequel.
It's a full thing.
I'm telling you,
The
and
box
it
set.
just starts a whole different conversation. And they're like, "What the fuck?" And you're like, "Yeah." And then you just say, "I've done this before," which is hilarious because I think it's so funny to do. It's like, "Yeah, actually, we're looking for a new maid star
Stop.
and number 4.
Stop.
And we're looking for brown hair, blue eyes, and just like
Whatever they are.
Yeah." Wearing a, crazy ass pants. Simple as that. And they're like, shut the fuck up. And you just run with it for like way too long. And then eventually you can be like, yeah, no, I just do TikTok.
These are good.
Because it's like a full
What a
extreme.
letdown. Yeah.
And then they bring it back down to earth.
Right.
You know? It's like,
What?
it's great.
These are great tips, y'all. These are things that I could be learning from.
Yeah.
Because
You just don't take it
you
so
make it
seriously.
fun.
You
yeah.
have
For
to.
me, I'm like, I'm trying to find a wife. Here we go. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude,
I'm like, here
that'd be,
goes.
see, if you did that, that'd be really funny to be like very stoic and be like, all right, I'm trying to find a wife, whatever. And you just like pull out like a thing and there's like a checklist. Bro, it rolls across the table and they're sitting there just like, dude, what the
But see,
fuck?
that goes back to you putting thought into things.
I
I'm
always
not-
do.
That's good.
I always
I'm not
do.
him.
Yeah.
I'm very much, you're going to know. You will know how I feel. I'm words of affirmation, physical touch. Like I'm very present.
Yeah.
Like when you're going to feel loved. I'll be dang. Like you're going to feel some love.
Well, they
But-
might be a little afraid of that on a first date. You know what I mean?
But you also, if you're like, for example, my ex is like the thoughtfulness type where it's like, you never really like do anything, like we never do anything creative. And I'm like, oh, I thought watching Kardashians together was hella creative for me. Like I was like, that was fun to me. Like I had a blast last night. You ain't like that.
Yeah.
So is it a matter of me stepping up and learning how to be more whatever, or finding somebody who can just be cool in the
No, because
in that
everyone's
reality?
cool, man. Everyone's cool.
Cap.
I feel like you're just like
Everyone's cool. That's not true.
Everyone's really cool. You just have to like you're putting so much pressure on it because you're like, I
Everyone's
need to
not
find
cool.
love. If you don't put pressure in, if you don't go into the date being like, oh my God, I need to make this girl my fucking girlfriend,
I guess
you're
you
there
know
to
what?
have a cool conversation.
I will say maybe that's the difference in Christian culture is I feel like for me as a Christian that I do put a little more, not a lot more pressure on like finding wife settling down. And because I know I'm getting older, so I'm like, I thought I might have had a kid or two by now. type.
So did we. So, I thought the same thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I do put pressure on it. So maybe that's why I don't like doing it because I'm like, like if this is gonna waste my time, then I gotta start over. Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
but now they feel the pressure and like your
Right.
pressure, your anxiety is like being thrown onto them. And they're sitting there just like, okay, check please. You know, you haven't had your appetizer.
No,
yet.
okay, let's not get it twisted. I still be a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like while I'm there.
Okay.
I said
I would love to go and be a fly on the wall at a date of yours.
Oh.
How about this? Next date, just you and some chick.
Mhm.
Take her to the Cheesecake Factory. Take her to the Cheesecake
Okay,
Factory.
no.
That's awesome.
Okay, pause.
That's sick, dude.
Pause.
I haven't been
the
to
hype piece said like that was real off base. I love the cheesecake.
That's not one of my fancies. You love the Cheesecake Factory?
The chocolate bread.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That brown bread.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Wait, Cheesecake Factory's a vibe. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I would
That's why
never,
you don't get any dates.
Okay, that's true. but
That's why you don't get any dates.
I would never take a girl there for the first date. Ever.
Okay, where would you go for your first date?
Huh?
Yeah, you heard me. I didn't stutter.
So Troy, I love that you're here for one, and also. No, I don't know. That's the problem. I'm not creative.
Okay, I have
I'm
spots.
I'm
I'll
creative
send you-
on paper. Like
Okay.
when it comes to like, what did you look at, Troy? What did you just look at? His eye shifts are so apparent, and I know he's judging something.
Can you, like-
Did you look at the deodorant under my arm?
Can you
Is
just
that
like,
what you looked
can
at?
you just like edit these so like I could see where my eyes go when he's saying this? Because I swear I really don't know what I'm
They
saying.
literally, I was talking, you literally go like this. And after as
I was
looked
trying
at
to
my
look at
arm,
the damn time.
No,
I want
I-
to get to wrap this shit
I
up.
look. he's so annoying.
Okay, you know what? I'll just
hate
be
him.
like that. I'll just
I
be like
hate-
your boring
I don't
guest.
hate him.
I'll
I just
sit there and
don't
be like,
like
yep,
him.
sometimes.
Give us 3 good. And matter of fact,
No,
we've seen
because
it on
those
your
are my
TikTok.
spots. Those are my spots.
Okay, no.
I can't say.
Don't give us the spots. Give us 3 ideas. Like kind of like on your TikToks when you like rank the good first dates. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
What are 3 solid good first date options? You don't have to tell us the location, just genre.
No, I'll give you the location if you
Yeah.
really want it.
Act like you got some sense. Come on.
Oh, You guys are just gonna jack up the price.
Ain't nobody going to your spots. And what?
Yes,
There's
are.
not more than one table there?
Well, that's a problem.
Oh.
You have to make sure that you know the host before you go. So you look.
Have I been there with you?
Bada bang, bada boom.
Have we been
How
there?
you doing? No.
Oh, because there's a one place we go and you know the host. And
I know the host at a lot of places. That's not me being pretentious.
Let's cut back to when I said he has a punchable
That's
face.
me being a regular customer. That's all that is. I go with my friends too. It's not just like on dates.
Yeah.
I don't go on a lot of dates. Nobody wants to fucking go out with me.
Every joke I made at the beginning of this podcast now makes sense.
It's all
You
coming
see?
full circle.
Yeah, it's great. Anyway.
You just give me like a Jack and Coke and I'm off to the races.
3.
I'm a big dinner date guy. I don't
Okay.
care what anybody says. It's a standard. It's a basic, straight to the books. Number 1,
Okay.
the Cara Hotel.
I never heard of that. What is that? Does it serve food there? Of course. You're
What a
dinner
stupid
date
ass
person.
question is that?
It's not. I don't know what it is.
Number 2.
Dang.
Number 2.
What a stupid.
If it's more of like a casual one,
Yeah.
you go to Malibu Farms.
Oh, I love
and
that vibe.
in on the Malibu Pier.
That's nice. I can rock with that.
Because you know why that's nice?
Why?
Is you sit in the little booth. You request the booth. Nobody likes to sit in the booths.
Huh?
You sit in the
Who don't
booth
like
like
booths?
this. You could sit next to each other.
Yeah.
And they have blankets, and you can have the blankets over you. You're overlooking the water, and they have like a coffee table in front of you, which is it's the only thing that's like, if she's cool, then she's cool with it.
Right.
You're not sitting there like this. You're like having to like reach down.
That's,
and you just get a
kind of
whole bunch
ambitious to think that she'd be comfortable enough to be under a blanket with you.
Well, no, she can have her own.
Oh, copy.
I'm not saying like, all right, get under
Right.
here, honey.
Okay,
I've only
bet,
known
bet,
you
bet.
for 20 minutes.
Right, okay.
But what's nice about that and not nice about that is it takes you like 40 minutes to get there, 30 minutes to get
That's
there.
fine. Oh,
So you're driving there with her. You're picking
with
her
her?
up.
Oh,
Well,
are we
yeah.
doing? Okay, hold on.
Hopefully you
because
can-
this is a debate. Are we picking girls up in 2024? And let me tell you.
Hell yeah.
Okay, but let me tell you why
Okay.
there's a debate side.
Okay.
Because
If you're creepy.
yes,
yeah.
we're dealing with
Yeah.
safety nowadays, right? I mean, always.
Okay, well,
But
listen, ladies, just screen the guy. You have to screen the guy, and this is how you're going to screen him.
do ladies want to be picked up out of safety, or
If
do
they,
they
if
want
they
to meet
don't
you
want
there?
to, then you can
Because
offer
what if I
to-
gotta wait for you to leave? What if I'm not feeling you, and then we gotta ride back together? I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to get a lift. Like, I
Okay,
feel
fair,
rude.
fair. If you don't want to get picked up,
Yeah.
but the thing is, like, make sure that you do your due diligence by screening the guy. And the way you screen the guy is you FaceTime him.
Okay,
you text,
wait. I war
right?
with even offering to pick up because of this reason.
No.
Like, I'm like,
offer,
oh,
offer to pick him up.
Really?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
I guess, yeah, that
Be a
gives an
gentleman.
option. Yeah, it gives an option. I would want to, but I'm just saying.
This is why chivalry is dead. Because now two
Man.
guys, like too many guys think about it too much.
right. Type of shit.
I've
Yeah.
never had a girl be like, no, I don't want you to pick me up. Never had that.
Fair enough. Oh, yeah, I shift. Are you lying?
No.
Okay.
No.
But okay. Okay.
yeah.
So you gave us 2. One more.
Do you want like a fun spot?
Yeah. Whatever you think would be. Whatever, in your opinion, is a good first date.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the basics. You could
Yeah.
choose any of them. You could go catch. Catch is always
Oh,
fun.
catch is great.
I love Il
catch.
Paseo. Il Paseo is fantastic just because I love the workers
Actually,
there. Ask for Nino. He's
me
the freaking man.
Nino, let me stop you, and let's have the third option be, and no dig towards you.
Yeah.
Affordable, because I feel like the 2 first
No,
options.
these are affordable. Oh, yeah. Those ones are, the Car Hotel is a little bit more upscale, but Malibu Farms is like,
Malibu Farms is affordable.
Yeah.
Catch is not. So like, what's like a third, like
I
something that
love-
if I ain't got no budget, if we not budgeting,
what's the budget? Tell me the budget and I'll tell you right now.
let's do 0. There's plenty of men that want to date, but it's like I genuinely don't have enough. I'm trying to make rent, but I want to date this girl.
Okay, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
And I might get a lot of shade for this one, but this
Yeah.
is what I call my screening process.
Okay.
Okay. The screening process can either be a 30-minute date,
Okay.
an hour-long date, a
Okay.
2-hour-long date, however long it goes well for. Okay.
Okay.
Here's what you do.
All right.
Because I like to still keep it up class, bougie-ish. You know what I mean? That's my vibe. Okay.
I'm interested to know if you have an answer for this one.
No, I
'cause
do.
you're
I do.
so bougie.
I do.
All right.
I usually don't tell people this, but like this is my thing, and they've caught on enough. Okay, Go Greek in Beverly Hills. It's a frozen yogurt spot. Now, I know you're gonna sit here and be like, "That's not a dinner. That's not a date."
No, but it also
thing
takes
is-
money. But
Listen.
not too much. Sure. Go ahead.
Listen, it's like $20 for ice cream. Okay. How about this? If you're not gonna go,
Troy.
listen, buddy,
Troy.
I love you, but if you're not gonna fork out some cash for these chicks, I'm sorry that they're not
Troy.
gonna fork out anything.
Fair. No, you're right. But Troy.
Come on. What you want me to say? Oh, go do a walk on the beach or go to a picnic in the park.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, do that on like your 4th or 5th day after you like
But
show that you
let's
can
run it back.
support the chick.
Let's run it back.
Support.
You
bro,
said $20 for ice cream. I think that's expensive.
Yeah.
And I'm not on a budget like
Yeah,
that.
sometimes it might be 30. But like, listen, it's Beverly Hills and it's Go Greek and you grab it and you walk down Rodeo and you look at all the nice shops and the lights.
That is nice though. I feel you on
That's
that.
really cool. And it's ice cream. You can walk down the entire block. It takes you either 20, 30 minutes, depending on how slow you walk. And if you're having a good time, You go say, oh, let's go walk into the neighborhood. You go walk.
So maybe my conclusion, maybe what I'm taking away from your suggestions is maybe put a little bit of money aside. Don't go in, put a little money aside just to show her that you can prioritize your interests with her. Okay. Even if it's just for that night. Your next date, you might have used that money, but next date might be on zero. Sure. But like, hey, I don't have a lot of money. I'm speaking to my mans out there.
100%. I'm not saying
I don't have a lot of money, but I'm gonna put my little $20 aside for our 1 scoop of ice cream.
Okay. Here's to my fellow guys out there. Okay.
Yeah, talk to them.
You don't need 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 to take these girls out. But you have to show that you can provide. And if you can't provide,
fair enough.
With all due respect, just don't date. Focus on your shit. Focus on your career if you don't have the money to go out and enjoy yourself with a companion.
See?
Please.
No, I mean,
thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Okay,
Shush.
Courtney agreed.
No, thank you.
No,
I'm taking over crab legs. I'm taking over crab legs and Kool-Aid. Thank you very much.
I'm letting you know.
No. I love it. If you can't take a girl out, that's totally fine. I'm not. There's no shade, bro. I've been to the point where I'm fucking sobbing in the car in college because I had no money and I was like, Mom, I don't have $5 to buy a cup of coffee. I've been there. And when you're there, respectfully, you're not thinking about, oh, I want to take this chick out.
Fair enough.
If you don't have any fucking money in the bank account, and I've been there. I'm not thinking, oh my gosh, how can I take out Cindy Lou Who to a crustacean $500 dinner? Right. I'm not thinking about that whatsoever.
So, but I love that.
Get your priorities straight. You talked about priorities. Get your priorities straight in your career so you get to the point where you can provide for a female. They say chivalry is dead. It's not fucking dead. Guys just have their priorities
out of order.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, I agree with that.
And not a good head on their shoulders sometimes.
No, everything you say is gold.
I'm done. That's my rant.
And even
Sorry.
Courtney, just so y'all know, Courtney's agreeing. So there's a woman in the room that's agreeing. I'm just playing devil's advocate in the sense of I met this awesome chick. I don't have money. I gotta wait a month till I get a paycheck before I can even court her, before she's even like, what if she's, I'm like, yo, I met you, you're dope, but don't talk to me because I don't want to lead you on because I'm broke. Like, there's gotta be an avenue to do something, and I'm broke. I gotta wait till I got a coin.
Take her to fucking Home Depot. I don't know. What do you want me to say?
The beach, nigga. It was the answer I was looking for.
No, you're not gonna go to the beach.
A conversation. Maybe we do like a little.
Okay, how about this? Okay, let's play. You want to play devil's advocate? I'll play devil's advocate. Oh, you go to the beach. You're walking down the beach. You're like, this is so nice. And this guy is like selling like cotton candy. She's like, oh my God, I love cotton candy.
Why are we all gonna buy something?
Let's just call it a spade. You want to play games? Let's play games. You want to ask stupid questions? I'm here for it. She goes, oh my God, I love cotton candy. And of course, he's on the beach. How far is the next cotton candy machine? So he's gonna upcharge the shit out of it. And he goes, you go, how much is it? He goes, $25. You go, 25. You're with this girl, you really like her. What are you supposed to say? No?
I left my wallet in the car. Dang it.
Okay.
But no, okay, at the end of the day,
you're a lot of fun. You're a lot of fun to take on a date. That's when you ask Troy Boy, hey, and I'm not saying like I'm balling like that, but you say, Troy, I need like $100 right now. I'll send that shit to you.
Yeah,
how about that?
You. Okay, hey, maybe they did. Maybe they
Let's do this, okay?
Phone a friend.
For all the guys out here that can't afford to take a girl out on like a $50 ice cream date, you're gonna love when I speak to him.
Come on.
You just DM Titus and you say, Titus, I'm taking this hottie out. I need $50. I'm taking her to Go Greek. I swear, bro. You're gonna see so many guys with girls just walking down Rodeo.
I truly think that people no, that's not fair to say. A certain demographic have lost sight and touch with, and I'm in that demographic.
Who's the demographic?
The demographic being like financial demographics. I feel like in a certain bracket, if you make a certain amount of money regularly, people start to lose sight that the majority of the world is not in that bracket. So the majority of the men, the majority of the men ain't got coin, but they still want love.
100%.
So I'm just telling you to speak to them. You act like I gotta drop a coin. I'm like, if there's women out there that also are like, no, I understand that you ain't got coin, you hustling.
100%.
Like, let's go to the beach. Let's just go talk. And that's what we're trying to find. Because then I'm gonna spoil her anyway because she was humble enough to just be like, yo, I don't need your coin. And I'm like, well, baby, you got it anyway. Okay, anyway, we're moving forward because I like what you said. You're kind of like a little love specialist. You realize that?
I'm just a hopeless romantic.
I'm so not that. I admire that. Like, I don't have it.
You'd have it. Everyone has it.
I want to be in love, but I'm not hopeless. Like, I'm like,
well, that's
cool.
because you got other things going on. That's fine.
Maybe that is why. That means you ain't got nothing going on.
When you're ready, you'll find it. I don't have things going on.
Is that what that means?
No, I got things going on. I have
You
priorities.
prioritize love. And actually that says a lot because people that typically get married, I've witnessed some of my single friends get married and they've like been focused. Like they're like, no,
Yeah.
I'm pursuing and I'm going on dates and I'm like
That's
actively.
probably because they found a chick that like inspires them, motivates them to be a better them.
That's
You know
actually
what I
a
mean?
thing. That is a thing.
Yeah.
Because I remember coming out of certain relationships where I was thriving like, all right, I can do this again. Like to go. And there's sometimes where I come out of a situation and I'm like, we good by ourselves.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, here's a fun question.
Mhm.
Conspiracy theories.
Mhm.
Do you have any? And if so,
What are they?
what are they? And what's one that you're like
Really set on, really keen on?
set?
Okay, I saw this one on TikTok and I'm
Mhm.
like, this one's pretty damn good.
You learned on TikTok.
Yeah.
Red flag. Continue.
Well, there's a lot. Ready?
That
Like,
actually is
I'm a huge like alien guy. I love that shit. I think it's so fun,
okay. Go.
especially with all the shit that's happening in Jersey right now. Very interesting stuff, right?
Interesting.
I watched a video about how scientists back in the day shot like a rocket at the moon,
Mhm.
and when it hit, that it, as opposed to them thinking it's like a rock and shit like that, when it hit, it rung like a gong for like multiple hours.
Have you seen Moonfall?
No, I haven't seen that.
It's all about the moon actually being a thing,
An
and
alien
not
base.
like a machine of some sort. Like a
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I believe, and I guess when Apollo, what was the first mission on the moon? Apollo what? Anyways, when they stepped on the moon, apparently there's like a recording, like not 8 minute, like a X amount of time recording that was like pulled from the actual like
yeah.
tape, right?
I don't
Apparently it's not in there anymore. Apparently, like if you listen back to the tape,
believe we
not there
landed on the
anymore.
moon.
What?
Sorry, continue.
Okay, yeah, you don't believe. Okay,
No.
that's totally fine.
Yeah, that's my
Apparently,
conspiracy.
when they did, they were like, there was a whole like little excerpt. I don't know if that makes sense,
Mhm.
of them being like, "Oh, sir," like reporting back to base, being like, "Sir, they're here, they're watching us." And apparently, there was like all these aliens, like not aliens, I shouldn't say that, but like
Whatever, something.
ships, like watching them land on the moon and like do their mission and shit like that. So I believe we've never seen the dark side of the moon. So I believe like the moon is like technically like an alien base. I think that's pretty sick just to think
I
about.
think it's a fun thought.
Yeah. I believe that all movies like Star Wars and shit are pulled from something.
Okay.
I really do. Like for a human to like think outside the box that crazy, and then now it's kind of happening is little too like
Okay.
on the money. I believe that aliens are in the ocean.
I'm sorry, huh? Say it again.
I believe that aliens are in the ocean, like live in the ocean.
Okay.
I believe that Alaska
new-
is actually like a portal for all these aliens.
Oh, we're deep
and-
in the alien.
Yeah, that's technically.
Vortex, yeah.
Oh no, excuse me, not Alaska, Antarctica, because technically that's like you're not allowed to be. Like that's the only place
People don't
in the
exist there.
world,
Well,
only
yeah.
place in the world where like all these countries have like a piece of land right next to each other. Like they sectioned it off in like a grid and been like, hey, we have like immunity with each other. Like nobody fight anyone,
That's
and they all
interesting.
agree
That's
on
interesting.
the same spot. That's
Yeah.
a little weird to
Yeah.
me, right? That's a little weird to me. But yeah, that's my conspiracy theory.
I'm not laughing at it. I think that's a lot.
Yeah, apparently
The
it's
ocean
Atlantis
one-
down there.
Who?
Apparently, like Antarctica is like Atlantis. Very much like how Iceland is actually green and Greenland is ice. You ever know that one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a serious thing. Listen, I'll be here all day.
But that is interesting.
Yeah, just go do some research. Go look it up.
So they're in the sky, deep in the universe, but also in the ocean.
There's so many. The ocean. What
What
do
is
they
an
say?
alien to you? What are we thinking? We come in peace,
Beep, boop,
or
bop,
are we
boop.
talking like a creature?
I'm not thinking like a creature, but it doesn't have to necessarily be like beep boop bop boop. It could be like
An orb?
it could be like us,
Oh,
just in a
oh.
different,
So
Bro, there's so many worlds and universes and galaxies out
That's
there
true.
for us to think we're the only like human, like living beings in this entire galaxy, mega utron,
Whatever, yeah.
utopia thing you want to call it. Like, you're crazy.
this is great. You might have to be. We might need to bring you back in season 2 to continue on your rampage of
Just
thoughts.
conspiracy.
I love it.
theories. It's so funny. I'm not educated enough to go like down some crazy things, but like,
But it's kind of fun hearing you kind of in your stupidity
yeah,
go
sorry.
off. I'm
Yeah,
kidding, that's
thank
good.
you. Appreciate that.
Anyway, thank you for being here. Before you leave,
Yeah.
a young man, I like to play a little game.
Uh-oh.
We like a good game.
Okay.
Are you gonna be bad at this?
Tell
Are
me.
you bad at games?
No, I love games.
Are you competitive?
I just win. Yeah.
Great. So this game
Mhm.
is called, I don't know what the title of it is, but I'm gonna give it a title right now.
Okay, we'll make it a title.
Find the word.
Find the word.
Yes. And you've probably played it before. So on the
Sure.
count of 3, we're both gonna say a word.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you try to get it to we say the same thing.
We got to end up saying the same word.
Okay.
So,
I've actually never played this game
oh, this
before.
is fun. This is
Okay,
great.
okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Do you know? Do you
If we
understand
get
the
it
rules?
right off the rip, is that like concerning?
If we get it right off the rip, there's something deeper going on. That's
Okay.
like true love. I
Okay,
think,
that's
something
true
like
love.
that.
That's
Yeah.
true love.
All right, ready?
All right.
Do you have a word in your head?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Table.
Sushi.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's try to connect. Table.
Try
and
to connect
sushi.
that.
Ready?
Okay.
Do you have a word?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Chopsticks. Nigga.
Oh,
Feet?
bro.
Wait, what?
I thought you were going to go somewhere around it. My feet were sitting here. I
But
just thought.
sushi.
Okay.
Sushi and table.
Okay.
What a feet.
I think we got it. I think we got it.
No.
I think we got it. I think we got
Explain
it.
why feet.
I think we got it. Come on. You're making me lose my train of
Well,
thought.
now it's feet and chopsticks.
Chopsticks? You just told me. Okay, I got this.
Now,
I got this.
You
Here we go.
realize your word is feet.
Do you have your answer?
And mine is chopsticks.
Do you have your answer?
Ready?
Here we go.
1,
3,
2,
2, 1. Cats.
Wait, nobody counts back.
What do you mean? It's a 3, 2, 1, bro. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Cat. I was gonna say popcorn, so that doesn't help.
Okay, you're making fun of me for okay.
Bro, I was trying to connect food and feet, kernels, like feet. I don't know, like like corns, like on the feet. I don't know, like popcorn.
What?
Is that a cultural thing? Do white people call it corns? Like if you have like a
Corns?
callus on your pinky toe, it's like, oh, you have a corn. Do y'all not call it corns? You don't. No, I didn't see one.
No.
Sorry. Wait,
No, I was seeing if I had any corns on my feet. I have broken toes. I'll give you that.
wait,
I
did
don't have
y'all
corns.
know? Is that really not a thing in your
Yeah, I didn't know.
people?
I've never heard
in
it
your
before.
culture? Wait, what? Y'all, so what do you call it if like if a person has like, they wear high heels and they rub and they have like a something on their pinky toe or like on the any toe and it's like a thick callus. You don't call it a corn?
No.
Wait. Any black person watching, this is gonna be a big deal for us. Did y'all know that white people don't call it corns? That's wild. So what word are we at?
We're at
Popcorn and
cat.
whatever the you said.
Yeah.
Hold on, give me a second.
Oh, I got it. I know what you're gonna say. Here we go.
No, you're way too confident. That means you don't. Hold on, no, hold on.
Come on, get your
And
word,
we're gonna
get
go
your word.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Wait, popcorn and cat.
Popcorn and cat.
What?
Here we go.
What? No.
You know what I'm manifesting this for you. Like you should feel what I'm
we had a whole talk about manifestation.
Come on, here we go. Here we go.
Wait.
I got it. You're thinking about it too
All
much.
right.
Here we go.
1,
One, 2, 3.
Kibble.
Movies. What did you just say?
Movies?
What'd you say?
Movies?
What did you say?
Oh, but why a cat? I said kibble.
What the hell's kibble?
What cats eat?
You're not very good at this game.
I
This is
told
gonna
you.
take up the whole entire fucking episode.
No, this is
man.
great because no. This is great because this is what I watch. You said you understood the rules of this game.
Okay, I understand the rules of this game, and it's a stupid game because you're very bad at it.
Oh, you take 2 words. If you say freaking mountain and
Kibble and movies.
and guess what? We eat popcorn. A cat got to eat something. I don't know.
Yep.
Kibble.
Okay, I got one
Oh,
for us. Here we go.
popcorn, okay.
Here we go.
How did you? No. I need you to explain to me how you got to movie between a cat and popcorn.
Just stay on your same wavelength. Here we go.
Wait. What are 2 words? Let's be clear.
Cat, movies and kibble. Here we go.
Wait. Give me a second because you've been so confident. You've been so wrong. Okay. Kibble and
Movies.
movie.
Yeah.
Where do they connect? Not one of the words, both of them.
I'm just trying to get on your lane.
No.
Here we go.
I'm trying to connect both of the
I'm
words.
trying to catch a wave. Here we go.
No. I don't
Do you
have
have
a
one?
word. No. Kibbles and movie.
Okay, let me know when you have a word.
Kibbles and movie. Kibbles and movie? Kibbles and movie. Oh, okay. Got it.
Got it?
Yep.
We're not gonna get this, but we'll. All right, here we go.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Dog.
Cats.
Would you say cats?
Cats. The movie Cats.
Oh.
Kibbles movie.
Okay.
Cats are in a fucking movie.
Here we go. Ready?
Why didn't you say that?
Here we go. Ready?
Why'd you say dog? No, I don't understand your brain. You said dog? Kibbles?
I don't understand your brain.
Kibbles and movie equal dog?
You know that we could have been done like
No.
5 hours ago. You're
I
just
wanna
sitting here like
process
explaining this.
how wrong you are. I'm competitive. Okay.
Ready?
What's the words? Dog and cat. Ready? Dog and cats is what I said, but okay. Ready?
Yeah.
If
We got it. You know exactly what you should be saying right now. Come on.
1, 2, 3.
Fur.
Animal.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, come on, man. Okay, how about this? Besides that game, because she's gonna cut this. What's your
She's
favorite?
not cutting it.
What's your favorite
Unless she wants
DM? What's your favorite DM to
we're-
slide in with? Go,
Okay, pause.
Go.
No,
You say
no.
yours. I say mine.
Pause. I want to finish some games. Fur and animal.
Yeah.
Why did you not say animal? I mean, fur's a good one. That was the first good one you had, actually. I'll give you that. Ready? Fur and animal. You don't know. You have no idea. You have no idea. You're so lost. You have 0.
No, I got it. I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Fur and animal.
If we don't
Troy.
get this right now, we're done with this game.
Okay. this
You
is
know
all I
what
said.
you should be saying right now.
Fur and animal. Hold on.
Think about it. It's not that hard.
Oh,
You want to
okay.
say it with us? You know what
you know?
what we should be saying right now, right?
I don't want to get it wrong.
No, it's exactly what you just thought. Here we go.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Rug.
Pet. Thank you. I knew she was gonna say it. We're done with this. This is a stupid ass game. Thank you so much for watching Kool-Aid and Cupcakes. What is it? What is this? Crab legs. Excuse me. Crab legs and
Bro.
Crab legs and Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid and crab legs. Whatever.
Crab legs and Kool-Aid.
Crab legs and Kool-Aid. Next time, if I am not
He's coming
served
back.
crab legs and Kool-Aid, I like the blue Kool-Aid. Did you ever dye your hair with the Kool-Aid?
I normally ask people what their favorite Kool-Aid was growing up. Blue, fire.
Yeah,
mine too.
But I didn't really grow up on Kool-Aid. Like my parents won't let me have that, by the way. Yeah, it's because I'm white.
100%.
Yeah, okay.
Yo, when you come back, because I probably added that there.
Yeah.
We doing a mukbang episode.
Oh, I like
Do you know
that.
how to eat crab legs though?
Yeah.
Because no shade. Don't be knowing sometimes. Sprites. We call them sprites.
You call crab leg sprites?
No, we call you Sprite, and I'm Coke. You get it, brown, white.
Get it. I get it. Yeah, I get it. I get
But
it.
a lot of Sprites.
Yeah, I wouldn't know shit about crab legs in Pelican
That's what I'm saying.
Hill
They
Grill,
really don't
which is
be-
a
they
very
don't be cracking
expensive
them right.
restaurant in Newport Beach, California, where they have $450 crab legs. I wouldn't know shit though.
Anyway, thank you, Troy. Honestly, I've had a blast. Thank you for
So
being
did I.
here.
Thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun.